Welcome to the Healing Mile. I'm Carrie, your walking bestie, and today we're walking for mental clarity. If your head has felt foggy, if your thoughts keep running in circles, if you can't seem to focus on the one thing that actually matters, this episode is for you. Clarity is one of the most underrated forms of self-care. When your mind is cluttered, everything feels harder. Doubt yourself, you spin your wheels, and you feel tired, even if you've barely done anything. But when your mind is clear, you make better decisions, you feel lighter, and you actually have energy to enjoy your life. That's what today's walk is all about. As we move, you're not just stretching your legs, you're creating space in your mind. Step by step, breath by breath, we are going to calm the chaos, clear the fog, and leave you feeling sharper and more focused than when you started. So, as you begin walking, let yourself settle into an easy, natural rhythm. No need to push, just steady steps and a steady breath. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Each exhale, let go of a little mental noise. Roll your shoulders back. Shake out your arms. Relax your jaw. Let your hands loosen with each swing of your arms. Now, tune in to the soles of your feet. Feel each step you take. Heel, ball, toe. Heel, ball, toe. Let that rhythm become your anchor. Every time your mind tries to wander, come back to your feet. Step, step. That's clarity. Noticing when you drift and returning to what's here. Let's talk about why walking is so powerful for clearing the mind. When you walk, your brain releases a mix of chemicals. Endorphins for calm, dopamine for motivation, and serotonin for balance. But here's the big one. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of it as Miracle-Gro for your brain. BDNF helps your brain grow new connections. That means when you walk, you're literally rewiring your brain to be more adaptable, resilient, and focused. There's also something called bilateral stimulation. Every step you take, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, activates both hemispheres of your brain. That side-to-side rhythm has been shown in research, like EMDR therapy, to help process emotions and reduce mental clutter. No wonder a walk feels like therapy sometimes. And here's another fact. When researchers at Stanford tested creativity before and after walking, they found a 60% increase in creative thinking after just a 15-minute walk. Imagine what 20 minutes paired with focused breathing can do for clarity. So when you feel foggy, don't just sit and force yourself to focus harder. Movement is medicine. Step into clarity. Picture a desk in front of you, piled high with papers, sticky notes, coffee cups, cords, buzzing phones. It feels chaotic and overwhelming. Step by step, you're going to clear it. Toss the papers, recycle the notes, put the phone face down, wipe the surface clean. Now the desk is clear, and in the center, a single lit candle. That candle is your clarity. It burns steadily, even in stillness. That light is yours to return to anytime. Take a deep inhale, and as you do, see the glow of the candle steady. And as you exhale, feel the peace that comes when the clutter is gone. Here's another way to think about mental clarity, like fog in the sky. Fog is heavy, dense, and it makes everything look closer and harder than it is. But fog isn't permanent. It's just moisture hanging in the air, waiting to lift. Your thoughts are like that too. When you're stressed, worried, or overstimulated, the fog rolls in. But movement, breath, and focus create wind and warmth. Step by step, the fog lifts, and suddenly you can see clear again. And clarity isn't about having zero thoughts. It's about creating space between them so you can choose which ones to keep. Imagine you're walking down a quiet path on a foggy morning. The air feels thick. You can only see a few steps ahead. It's unsettling not to know what's beyond the haze. As you walk, you notice how the fog swirls and moves with your breath. Inhale, the fog shifts. Exhale, a patch of sunlight tries to break through. Keep walking. With each step, the fog thins a little. You notice shapes becoming clearer. A tree, a path, maybe even a mountain in the distance. Now imagine the sun slowly rising. Its warmth begins to cut through the fog. Rays of golden light spill across the path. With every step, the fog lifts higher and higher until the sky above you is a wide open blue. Take a breath. Inhale clarity. And exhale heaviness. You are walking in clear skies now, grounded, focused, present. Repeat silently as you walk. The fog is lifting. The sky is clear. My mind is open. Here's an interesting thing about clarity. It thrives in simplicity. But let's keep it real. Our world is not simple. It's basically built on distractions. Notifications, pings, endless scrolling, multitasking, text messages, emails, half doing 5 things at once. We're so used to it, we've started believing that being busy is the same as being productive, but it's not. In fact, multitasking makes you slower and less accurate. Research shows it takes your brain an average of 23 minutes to fully refocus after switching tasks. Imagine how much mental energy we're using just by flipping between apps, emails, and conversations. But walking is the antidote. Walking is nature's single tasker. Step, breathe, notice. That's it. No tabs open, no alerts, no just a quick scroll on TikTok. And because of that, walking becomes a training ground for focus. When you single task, you give your prefrontal cortex, your decision-making and planning center of the brain, a chance to rest and reset. Think of it like a muscle. If you're constantly lifting 5-pound dumbbells all day, it gets fatigued. But if you focus on one lift at a time, with rest in between, you actually get stronger. This is called attention restoration theory. Natural environments like walking outside replenish your brain's capacity to focus. Just 20 minutes of mindful walking in nature can reset your attention span. That's clarity science right there. So right now, as you walk, I want you to practice this. Choose just one thought, just one. Maybe it's gratitude for this moment. Maybe it's a problem you want to solve. Maybe it's simply noticing your breath. Say it out loud. My focus is on. And here's the secret. Your mind will wander. It's supposed to. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're practicing. Each time you notice yourself wandering or drifting, gently bring yourself back. And when you do that, you're strengthening your clarity muscle. That's focus training in real time. Pick one word to return to when your mind drifts. For example, clarity, focus, or even breathe. Just pick one word. Each step, repeat it silently. Step, focus. Step, focus. It's that simple, but it's also that powerful. Here's a game changer. At the start of each day, choose 3 priorities only. Not 10, not your whole to-do list, just 3 priorities. That's all your brain can realistically focus on without burning out. So while you walk, ask yourself, what are my 3 priorities for today? Let them rise to the surface. Lock them in. And if 3 feels like too much, zoom in to just 1. Ask, what is the very next step I can take? Not the whole project, not the final goal. Those things can overwhelm us. Just the next single step. That's clarity in motion. Now let me ask you, where in your life do you spread your focus too thin? What drains your mental clarity the most? Is it your phone, your environment, or your own overthinking? If you could only keep one thing on your plate today, what would it be? Let those questions roll around in your head as you walk. Don't force answers. Just think about it and let them float up like clouds drifting. Here's the tough love. Hustle culture lies to you. It tells you that doing more equals being more. But clarity doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from doing the right thing at the right time with full presence. That's what athletes call flow state. It's when you're so focused on one activity, time disappears. Walking with focus can trigger flow, the rhythm of steps, the steady breath, the narrowed attention. It's your gateway into being fully here. Here are some practical hacks you can use after this walk. The Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes, then take a break for 5. Your focus stays sharp that way. Digital detox walks. Leave your phone at home or on airplane mode. We need these digital detox, and walking is the perfect time to do it unless you want to listen to the Healing Mile while you walk. Morning clarity walk. Start your day outside before opening your inbox or doing anything else. Your brain sets the tone for the day. Night reset walk. Clear mental clutter before going to bed. Step away from the screens, breathe, and walk. Let's be real for a second. Sometimes we avoid focus because clarity is scary. When your mind is clear, you see what really matters. And sometimes that thing is uncomfortable. The book you want to write, the conversation you need to have, the change you've been putting off. But that's where your power lives, in the clarity. When you stop numbing with distraction and face what's really there, you grow. And you don't have to do it all at once, just one step, one walk, one moment of presence at a time. So right now, let's bring it home. Choose your anchor word. Say it with each step. Focus, focus, focus. Or clarity, clarity, clarity. Choose your anchor word to take with you throughout the day. Notice how even the distractions around you fade when you focus on one thing. That's the power of walking into clarity. Now let's wind down our walk with some affirmations. Step by step, repeat after me, silently or out loud, whatever feels best for you. My mind is clear and focused. My mind is clear and focused. Each step clears my path. Each step clears my path. I release the fog and welcome clarity. I release the fog and welcome clarity. I choose focus over distraction. I choose focus over distraction. Take one more deep inhale and exhale fully. Notice the difference from when you started. I hope the fog has lifted. I hope your steps are steady and your mind is clear. Remember, clarity isn't something you have to chase, it's something you create. Anytime the fog rolls in, you know what to do. Step outside, breathe, walk, and let the skies clear again. Thank you so much for joining me today here on the Healing Mile, and I'll see you on the path again soon.